Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of the AAU World Tour Radio presentation. And of course, it is almost Thanksgiving, November 24th, which means the game of the month for November is just around the corner. But before we head to this game, that game, the Dayton Wolves versus Toronto Terror, the Dayton Wolves revisit a team that has beaten them one time last season, and that is Double Pump, straight out of Los Angeles, California, who came into Dayton, Ohio to visit the jungle. The Dayton Wolves lost to the Double Pump last year at a score of 75-72, and that was, I believe, in the jungle yet again. But a new season, new attitude, as we heard Dayton star Chance Miller say, Eddie, new season, new attitude. The Dayton Wolves has only lost one game so far this season in the jungle at home, which is the University of Dayton Arena, which is spectacular. The UD Arena is one of the toughest places to play. Dayton, Ohio, the Dayton fan base has one of the dynamic fan bases of all inside this private organization. The Dayton was looking to make it 7 games in a row tonight. If they win against Double Pump, it will be lucky number 7 heading into the game of the month, taking on the Toronto Terror. But they have to get past Double Pump. Although we've seen the Dayton Wolves come out and just blow our minds with their performance, especially the last few games for the Dayton star Chance Miller, who has always been the player of the game, coming in, dishing a number of assists, putting up numbers on the board, getting his teammates involved. It just has been a spectacular performance so far for the Dayton Wolves. But we know usually the routine. The Dayton Wolves usually come out against the first tag team that they played this season. This will be the first game, the first meet between these two teams, the Dayton Wolves and the Double Pump basketball organization. But the Dayton Wolves usually come out and play their game, but it's always an if. We have always borderline seeing if the Dayton Wolves can possibly, come out and do their justice against a first meet team, a first time team. And how do you feel that? Do you think the Dayton Wolves will come out and win their 7th game in a row, or do you think Double Pump will be the second team to defeat the Dayton Wolves at home in the jungle?
Well, Kate, that all depends. Actually, you never know coming into every game, like we said, week in, week out. You never know. Any team can possibly come in here and defeat the Dayton Wolves. The Dayton Wolves have been hot as of late, especially the last 3 months of AAU action, especially Chance Miller, the leading scorer in the AAU World Tour League. As we mentioned before, the leading scorer, the leading passer, coming into this game, 9 assists, average night in, night out, 24 points put up night in, night out. Miller for the Dayton Wolves is on his way to MVP, especially as his team continues to develop as a group. But last game against, who did they play last game? Last game against Mainline Jaguars, Miller established an injury to his shooting arm, which we talked about at the end of the show. Miller has been cleared to play tonight, although they said that his arm is not 100%. Miller saying his arm is 100%, but the doctors are saying his arm is not 100%, although they are letting him play tonight. But Miller has to, put all the pain aside and try to come out here and win this game tonight. 7 games they are looking for in a row, heading into Toronto, Canada next week against the Toronto Terror. That will be the game of the month for the Southwestern Conference. So it should be a great game. But tonight we will see how the Dayton Wolves will meet up against the Double Pump and leading into the next game. But I feel that the Dayton Wolves will take this win tonight, just because they have been doing a wonderful job as a group, as a whole, the last few games. 6 games in a row, looking for 7 tonight. But the Dayton Wolves have to come out, not overlooking their opponent tonight. The Pump is not doing that bad as a group. They are standing at They are standing at number 8 in the power rankings with a 10-8 record coming into these games. They are not doing too good as a group. Lost 8, won 10. Dayton Wolves lost 3. Yeah, lost 3, won 12. So Dayton Wolves doing a remarkable job, miraculous job. Toronto Terra number 1 with a 15-3 record, and the Lake Erie Monsters at number 3, 11-3. So it just depends on how both teams come out to play. I'm sure that it's going to be a very intense game. You coming into the jungle facing one of the top teams in the league, top 5 teams, top 3 teams. Dayton Wolves number 2. So the Dayton Wolves is looking to come out hungry and try to continue their winning streak, as well as Double Pump coming in trying to end this winning streak and prove that they can match up against a top seeded team. But it just depends on how each player comes out and does their role. Miller has to come out and run the floor, just as we know Miller can run the floor, as well as Chris Johnson. Dwight Winter needs to do their job down low. Manny Reeves needs to help Miller up top for the Lake Erie. Double Pump, Keyshawn Paul, number 3, he has to come out and run the floor for his team as well as everyone else has to do their job. So it just depends, We will see the first 2 quarters of play, the first 16 minutes of official basketball play tonight. But I think the Dayton Wolves has this dead to rights.
And Eddie, you said it, Toronto Terra number 1, Dayton Wolves number 2, Lake Erie number 3, Greenwood Elite number 4, Team Concept number 5, number 6 is Chicago Lockdown, number 7, Houston Phenoms, number 8, of course, Double Pump, ladies and gentlemen, number 9, Twin City Boys from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and number 10, Indiana Elite from Indianapolis, Indiana. They are locked in number 10. That is the top 10 for the AAU coming into this week of action. We will have another one, ladies and gentlemen, because of course next weekend, next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, is the game of the month. The Dayton Wolves taking on the Toronto Terra. It is a number 1 versus number 2 seeded game. That is the top game so far for the Southwestern Conference, happening next week. That is Sunday, November 26, 2017. 2 days, 2 days, 5, 6, no, 27th? Let me see. Because it wouldn't be the 26th, ladies. It's the 26th, though. Yeah, the 26th, because, 26. That is Sunday, November 26, 2017. Happening, start time, 10 o'clock tip-off time, ladies and gentlemen. But you can join us right here on AAU World Tour Radio at a special start time, which is 8 o'clock. And that will be the pregame tip-off show. It will be a fantastic game. One of these 2 teams has to lose. It would be either the Dayton Wolves or Toronto Terra, but the Dayton Wolves looking to make it 7. As we take a break right now, ladies and gentlemen, but when we return, we start breaking down the stats coming into this game. The top 3 key players for both teams. As we have nothing really to talk about. This is the first meet between these 2 teams. Dayton Wolves on a Double Pump, so we really have nothing to talk about. We're just waiting for this game to tip off and explode, as it is a sellout right here, live in UD Arena in Dayton, Ohio. Everyone's came out to show their support. The Dayton Wolves looking to make it 7 games in a row, which is a remarkable number. The Dayton Wolves on a roll. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because when we return, of course, we break down the top 3 key players for both teams. Dayton Wolves on the Double Pump. So stick with us right here on AAU World Tour Radio, and we'll be right back.
Oh, I just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man, yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. The game is friendless, the pain is endless. The game changed, I blame these lame pretenders. My friends and Benzes parked at the entrance. Inside, you still hear the engine. Like, ren, this is your ending. If you're offended, I dare you fucking defend it. These M's is rushing through my blood like the Kremlin. I'm back with a vengeance, and this is what the sound of revenge is. Win-win, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. Where I come from, you can't visit. I talk money, I guess you understand different. Hand gestures counting this shit till my hands blister. You can't miss us, my weed louder than Fran Drescher. Pinky rings, hand kisses, soprano bitches. I feel like Paulie Castellano in designer stitches. I heard him say I made Rihanna hitless. Mind your business, what kind of honor is this? I'm trying to see Madonna digits, all kind of riches. In Miami, wine and dining with the finest. Everybody acting kind of vicious. These politicians won't let my brother Muhammad visit. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. He's a fake baller, globe trotter, bank account $4. No comma, I know you wanna pop collars. I know you wanna pop for a shot collar. Smoking top dollar. Pull up in that top dollar. Yeah. She got that top dollar. We cost top dollar. Yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it.
I wrote the song as a message for help, on behalf of anybody finding theyself. I wrote this letter to numb your pain, 'cause every day I wake up I'm feeling the same. I got issues just like you got issues. I've been hurt, I've seen the scar tissue. If I showed you, would you run away? Do I gotta hide them for you to wanna stay? Do I even need you? Should I leave you? Do I gotta be you just to please you? Do I say I'm all good when I bleed you through my heart? Quit tearing mine apart.
I shut up, I swear I get angry, I get scared. I fall, I break, I mess up, I make mistakes. But if you can't take me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up. I gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, cause life is about. Alright, check this out. Look, life is about making mistakes. It's also about trying to be great. Right. Do not let failure scare you away. I know you fed up, you fall, get up. It's all in us. I can speak about it cause I did it. True. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the exhibit. It's my life. Look a little closer, you can see the highlights. Gold ain't always golden, but I told them. Look at all the years I've been waiting for a moment. Shed a lot of tears just to smile in the morning. Tell me, could you love me? Tell me, could you love me? Tell me, could you love me if I told you
I swear I get angry, I get scared. I fall, I break, I mess up, I make mistakes. But if you can't take me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah, who feels like I did, never the cool kid. This song's for anybody who fought their way through, always remain true. This song's for anybody, the ones who trying to get it, the ones who dreaming and live it. This song's for anybody. The song, the song, the song, the song, the song, the song. I swear I do. Yeah. And I ain't sorry about it.
You can't take me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best.
Gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, I gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, cause life is about.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the studios. Kate Remy, myself, Eddie Turner, of course, to my right. From Inside Drive, about to bring you the stats coming into this game tonight. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves versus Double Pump. Number 8, Chance Miller, of course, leading the Wolfpack coming into this game, as well as the last 15 games for the Dayton Wolves. 24 points, night in, night out for the Dayton Wolves star, so you can pretty much think he's going to at least drop 20 tonight as he continues to lead the AAU World Tour League in points per game. Chance Miller doing a phenomenal job for his team coming into this game, also averaging at a new high 4 rebounds total. That is 3.9, but we're going to round it off to 4 evenly for the Dayton Star coming into this game. Snagging down rebounds, not afraid to go down low with the big man on any occasion, Eddie, as well as you guys out there listening live on board World Tour Radio. Miller also leading the AAU World Tour League in assists per game, 9.1 now. It was an even 9, but now Miller is averaging a lot more. Well, just one more, 9 assists per game, and that also is the number leading the AAU World Tour League. Miller also coming into this game with 1 steal average, night in, night out, 1.4 blocks per game. His turnovers used to be at a 6. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is a 5.7, still close to that 6 mark. But Miller has done a phenomenal job of averaging less than 5.7 turnovers per game. That is why you see it going down dramatically, inclining into this season. Miller is now a 44% field goal shooter. .444 is even as you can possibly get. Miller has a 44% chance of knocking down that ball inside the 3-point line. That is everywhere inside the field goals. Miller is now a 37% 3-point shooter. So that is, climbed dramatically. Was 33 now, then it was 34. I think last month, now there's a 37. So Miller's doing a fantastic job of shooting the 3-point ball as his numbers continue to climb from there. Miller is at now a 95% free throw shooter. Miller's numbers is climbing, ladies and gentlemen. Pressing, improving his game week in, week out, especially when the Dayton Wolves court at home. Chris Johnson, the big man down low, starting ball for the Dayton Wolves, and a great teammate for the Dayton star, Chance Miller. These two have been playing tremendously in the last past few games, Eddie. And I think we will continue to see the Dayton Wolves killing out each team as if this Miller and Johnson connection come in tonight's game and do it just as you've seen against the Mainline Jaguars, as well as PNW and the Orlando Magic.
Well, you're right about that, Kate. These two, Miller and Johnson, have done phenomenal together, spending a little extra time in the gym together on practices and everything. That's why we see Chris Johnson burying more three-pointers than what we seen him bury last season. But it's still a lot of grounds that he can make up, although that the Dayton was on the 6-game winning streak. Double pump cannot be overlooked. Just as well as any team in the AAU War Tour League cannot be overlooked. Dwight Winston rounding off the top three for the Dayton Wolves coming into this game, averaging 9 points. 9 points per game, as well as 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He's shooting at a 68% from the field, a 28% from outside. He is a 75% free throw shooter, just as well as Chris Johnson, a 72% free throw shooter. So the Dayton Wolves has their work cut out for them. They lost this game against Double Pump last year, but this Dayton Wolves team is on fire tonight, and that is the reason why we think that the Dayton Wolves will come out and win this their 7th game in a row. Just before the game of the month, the number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves taking on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. This is a top 2 battle in the power rankings. This is just not in the Southwestern Conference, ladies and gentlemen. This is the power rankings. The top 2 teams collide next week right here on AAU War Tour Radio. But first, the Dayton Wolves has to get past Double Pump in the jungle, which I'm sure that BP will fall tonight against the Dayton Wolves.
We're going to jump into Double Pump as we look at the star player for Double Pump, number 3, Keyshawn. Coming into this game, averaging 12 points per game, as well as 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, averaging 2 turnovers a game as a point guard. The numbers Miller should have. Miller at 5.7, as we mentioned before. A 53% free field goal shooter, as well as a 48% three-point shooter, a 90% free throw shooter. As we take a look at number 6 coming into this game as well, 11.5 points average, night in, night out. 11 rebounds average, night in, night out as well. So he averages a double-double every time he steps on the floor. A 68% field goal shooter, as well as a 69% free throw shooter. Number 4 coming into this game, this is the shooting guard. 9 points average, night in, night out. Only averaging 1 rebound as well as 1 assist. But he is a 43% field goal shooter, a 46% three-point shooter, and an 85% free throw shooter. I meant the 46 three-point shooter, 85% free throw shooter. But that would do it for the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to cut the pregame a little short. Like you said, there's nothing that we can talk about. We just talked about everything that we could possibly talk about. Top 3 key players that we're keeping our eye on tonight coming into this game. It's the number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves taking on Double Pump live in the jungle. Tip-off is next live on AAU War Tour Radio, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere because we will be right back for this impressive game. Hopefully the Dayton Wolves can win 7 in a row. Remember, this is the number the Dayton Wolves was stopped on against the Pacific Northwest live in the jungle. So we'll see how this goes tonight. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the pregame playlist presented by Radio Heavens of Underground Music, and we'll talk to you in just a few.
I'll see you later. Try to put up barriers, but I never get through the pity fakers. I'm blind to them, yeah, I'm blind to them fake. When they're screaming out your name, everyone in the crowd, you know that you made it. Like a king on a throne, baby, who wear the crown? That's right, you know that you made it. You know that you made it. You know that you made it. You know that you made it.
Nobody can stop me. Runaway train, locomotive with a locomotive in my brain. Sleeping on me cause I put a chokehold on the game. Now they feeling froggy, but they getting groggy. Moving hella sloppy, loser too floppy. Acting too cocky in the cage. I'm untamed, fighting like I'm too rocky. You mundane, I'm untouched, you untrained. The sun's up, someone get them 2 coffees. Whoa. Try to put your dukes on me. I fought a lion and he couldn't put a tooth on me. I fought Goliath and he couldn't put a boot on me. Oh, I'm a liar, do you wanna get the truth from me? Knuckle up, get bruised from me. Uppercut it, cut it, make him double up and move funny. Try to press you like you might end up a jump or pull something. I'm laying in the cut, pushing all your buttons, slipping punches, trying to pull something. Give me that, 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 give me that.
Hands feeling like some anvils. You gon' lose in this cage, and from who you gotta face, throwing shade, you gon' need more than an Advil. The night is young, don't have your family on morning. These are more than just warning shots. Sweet chill music, we all waiting for the body. try me if you think you can fight me. I kinda find it unlikely. You shouldn't take me so lightly. Go ahead and tighten those Nikes, then come and dance with a demon. I probably play with your psyche. I am a champ for a reason. Is he ever giving up? Fight for the sake of fighting. I could never get enough. Put your head on the mental if you trying to spin the buck. It's 100 be 100, yeah, which one isn't us? Punk. Give me that. 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 Give me that
Time for haters, I'll see you later. Try to put up barriers, but I never get through the bitchy fakers. I'm blind to them, yeah, I'm blind to them fake. When they're screaming out your name, everyone in the crowd, you know that you made it. Like a king on a throne, baby, you wear the crown. That's where you know that you made it. You know that you made it.
Yeah, Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AAU War Tour Radio, where this game coverage is about to tip off. The Dayton Wolves returning home after 3 straight road games, 3 straight victories. The Dayton Wolves looking for win number 7 in a row tonight. As the Dayton Wolves get first possession, Winston passes the ball over to Miller. Miller crossing half court. As he crosses left, crosses right. Miller's double team, passes it inside to Winston. Winston cannot connect on the usual pick and roll scenario. Rebounded by number 4 for double pump. Passes it over to number 10. Number 10 at the free throw line, picked up by Watkins. Keyshawn goes around, passes it to Keyshawn at the free throw line. Jumper is good. And that's the first 2 points on the board for double pump. 2-0, 7:30. Miller kicks it up to Manny Reeves. Manny Reeves double team, passes it to Miller. Left side. Miller's gonna go inside. He's fouled. And that would be on number 10. That is his first. Double pump's first. Miller heads to the line for 2. A 95% free throw shooter, Eddie Shorley. Miller will knock down both of these free throws, all right?
Might as well say the game is tied at 2 apiece. Miller, as you said, a 95% free throw shooter. Sure to knock down both of these free throws. Double pump in the Dayton Wolves has history. This game will go down to the wire as Miller's first one is good. 1-2. And the last game that these two faced off was February 16, 2016. And double pump came out with a victory 75-72. As Miller gets set for yet another one. The Dayton Wolves looking to continue their impressive winning streak, not only as a whole, but inside the jungle. Miller knocking down the second one, all tied up as we predicted. Number 10 passes the ball into Keyshawn. Keyshawn walking the ball, passes it back over to number 10. Number 10 inside to 4. And it's just like that. 2 more points on the board for double pump. 4-2, 7-10. Miller passes it over to Manny Reeves, left side. Manny Reeves gets a screen by Johnson. Manny Reeves double teamed at the top of the key. Going to kick it back to Johnson. Johnson left side passes it to Miller. Miller's going to fire a 3-pointer, his first. No good. Travels out of bounds, hits high off the rim, off the backboard as well, out of bounds for the Dayton Star, Chance Miller. He is now 0 of 1 from the 3-point line tonight.
And I can guarantee that the Dayton Wolves will not win 7 if Miller continues to rush his shot, just as we've seen. Keyshawn passes it inside to number 10. He's at the free throw line. Watkins knocking the ball loose, but number 5, number 6 gets the ball back, passes it to Keyshawn. Keyshawn fires the 3. No good. Good defense by Miller this time. Rebounded by Winston. Winston of Reeves. Reeves inside to Johnson. Johnson shoots it inside. No good. Rebounded by number 6. Dayton Wolves continue to struggle. Keyshawn into number 4. He misses it. Number 10 gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Keyshawn. No good for his 3. Rebounded by Watkins up the floor to Miller. Miller gives it in to Johnson. Johnson goes up. And you can count the 2 points for the tie. 4-4. And that is Miller's first assist tonight. Even though that Winston could not get the shot, Johnson got the shot for Miller for his first assist of the night. As Keyshawn takes it to Miller. Miller gets a little help from Winston. Keyshawn left side, right side, goes straight around Miller. Tried to kick it down low to 10, but it's batted down by Miller. Rebounded by 10. Inside Keyshawn. He's fouled by Miller, and that is a good 2-point shot for the and 1. 6-4, and that is Miller's first, team's first. Keyshawn heads to the line for 1 off the and 1, and he can now take it up to a 3-point game with 5:58 left in the first quarter of play. Keyshawn's free throw is good, as it is now a 3-point game, 7-4. Miller kicking the ball up to Manny Reeves. Right side, Manny Reeves guarded by number 6. Passes it over to Miller. Miller picked up by 4. Right corner. Passes it back to Manny Reeves. Manny Reeves gets a screen by Johnson. Johnson is called for the illegal screen. That is a turnover. Dayton Wolves for his first team's third. First team's second. And that would be yet another turnover for the Dayton Wolves as they continue to struggle. Starting off this game, Keyshawn inside to number 6 and is good on the slam. 9-4. Miller tried to kick the ball to Manny Reeves. Manny Reeves could not get it. Turnover, Dayton Wolves. Stolen by number 3, which brings the ball up the floor to number 4 for double pump. Back out to Keyshawn to number 6. Back inside to Keyshawn. Goes up. Foul. D. White Winston. And that is his first, team's third. And now Keyshawn heads back to the line, ladies and gentlemen, for 2 more to make it a 7-point lead. 9-4 is the score. Make it 10-4. The Dayton Wolves continue to struggle, Eddie. Continue to struggle everywhere. They cannot hold on to the ball as well as they can. When they get the ball inside, they can't connect on any of their shots. The Dayton Wolves are in a scoring drought right now. And Keyshawn and the Double Pump Basketball Organization continues to put points on the board easily as he knocks down yet another free throw. 11-4. Chris Johnson passes the ball into Miller. Miller crossing half court, passes it over to Watkins. Watkins gonna fire a wide open 3. No good for the Dayton Wolves yet again. Rebounded by number 6, up the floor to number 4. Number 4 gonna kick it down low to 10, goes up, no good. Rebounded by Winston. You could thank the defense of C. Miller as Manny Reeves kicks it to Miller. Miller for a wide open 3-pointer. No good yet again. That would be rebounded by number 10, up the floor to Keyshawn. Keyshawn gonna kick it down low. No, batted to the side, batted down by Chris Johnson, but a lucky number 6 was there to recuperate and put it back up for 2. 13-4. Dayton Wolves shooting at a 16%, ladies and gentlemen, from the field, as Double Pump shooting at a 55%. Miller gets the ball left side. It's gonna get a screen by Chris Johnson, but defense still there. Miller now double team, has to get the ball up, turned it over, trying to kick it down low to Chris Johnson. Rebound was stolen by number 3 all the way to number 4, who is fouled by Manny Reeves on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. And number 4 now heads to the line. That is Manny Reeves' first, team's 4th of the first quarter. And now the Double Pump has an opportunity right here. 1 free throw, ladies and gentlemen, will put it up to a double-digit lead already.
Okay, we already see how this game is going to turn out. The Dayton Wolves shooting at a 16% from the field goals, ladies and gentlemen. As number 4 knocks down the free throw. 14-4, 4:16 left in the first quarter of play. The Dayton Wolves suck right now. I mean, this is not the same Dayton Wolves team you've seen start off a game. As a well-needed timeout is called, ladies and gentlemen. 15-4, 4:16 left. A well-needed timeout for the Dayton Wolves. So that means we'll be right back live on AAU War Tour Radio. Hopefully the Dayton Wolves will get some type of momentum right now, because they are trailing by 11 already in the first quarter of play, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back live on AAU War Tour Radio to see what type of plan, what type of game plan the Dayton Wolves can possibly bring up, because now they have been scoreless in the last 3 minutes of play. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada, be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be, I've got to be.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to be where it happens. I've got to be.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
You won't repeat, play you everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, play you everywhere I go. But you won't repeat, play you everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, play you everywhere I go. Yeah, put this song on replay. I can listen to it all day. I can listen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first quarter. 4:16 left on the clock. Dayton Wolves trail by 11. 15-4 as we take a look at C. Miller. Jogging back on the floor, having a struggle. The Dayton Wolves in all having a struggle. 15% shooting for the Dayton Wolves starting off this first quarter of play as Watkins passes the ball into Miller. Miller walking the ball across half court. He's going to kick it over to Manny Reeves. Right side passes it to Watkins. Watkins to Miller. Miller to Johnson. Johnson to Winston. Winston back to Miller. Miller double team. Kicks it over to Reeves at the top of the key. 5 seconds. Kicks it. Johnson. Johnson to Winston. Winston to Watkins. Watkins to Reeves. Reeves to Miller. Miller has to shoot it. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. Goes up foul. And that would be his first, team's fourth, I believe, as the foul is on number 6. Down low, Chris Johnson heading to the line for 2. As he looks to finally put 2 points on the board for the Dayton Wolves. They have been scoreless for almost 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. As Chris Johnson knocks down the first one, 15-5. Back to a 10-point lead as his team gives him congratulations. They need all the pep talk, all the pep work that the Dayton Wolves can get. Double-digit lead so far as Johnson gets set for yet another one. Can he make it a single deficit lead? No, he cannot as he misses the second one. Rebounded by number 10. Number 10 to Keyshawn. Keyshawn to a wide-open number 4. And you can count the three-pointer left corner. That is now 9 points for number 4. 3 of 4 shooting from the field goals. 1 of 1 from the 3. Miller wide open inside the three-point line. Banks it off the backboard. Left wing, yes sir. 2 points finally for C. Miller. 18-7. It's number 4 bringing the ball up the floor for double pump. We see some substitution coming in. Number 10 inside to Keyshawn. Keyshawn with the backdoor cut. 2 points. Miller could not stop it. 27. And Keyshawn now 9 points in the game. 3 of 5 shooting from the field goals. As Miller trying to kick it over to Manny Reeves. Number 33 gets his hand on it. Travels out of bounds. Therefore, it is still Dayton Wolves basketball. Substitution goes intact for a double pump. In the point guard, shooting guard, and power forward position for the Dayton Wolves. Miller checks out as well as Watkins, Winston, and Chris Johnson. Wales checks in, wide open three-pointer for Wales. No good. They're going to continue this bad shooting night for the Dayton Wolves. Number 34 kicks it over to number 25. Number 25 step back, fires the shot. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Brown up the floor to Wales. Wales pushing the ball by himself. Goes inside. And that is no good. on the layup. Rebounded by number 34. 34 up to number 2. Who stops at the top of the key for his team to get a focus. 25 around Wales. And you can count the layup off the finger roll. 22-7, ladies and gentlemen. And the lead continues to grow as Wales kicks it to Jamison. Jamison to Brown. Brown back to Jamison at the top of the key. Passes it to Wales. Wales is going to get a screen by Jamison. Left side. Wales is going to attack. Inside goes up. Blocked by number 33. Rebounded by number 6. Out the floor to 25. Free throw line jumper. Drops in. 24-7. And it continues to be a bad night for the Dayton Wolves, who continues to shoot at a 16%. Wales trying to attack inside, kicks it over to Jamison. Jamison out to Brown. Brown back to Jamison. Jamison over to TJ. TJ for 3. No good. Rebounded by 25 all the way by himself inside. No good, but it's rebounded by number 6, and it goes back up for the slam and 2. 26-7. 135. Wales gets the ball left side. This Dayton Wolves crowd is out of it. Brown gets the inbound, a pass, but cannot connect. Misses it yet again. Dayton Wolves 0 points in the last 2.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Officially, with 1:15 left on the clock in the first quarter. Number 33, double team trying to get inside left side. Passes it over to number 25. 3 seconds left on the clock. It's going to go around Wales. Fires the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Brown throwing the ball up for the Dayton Wolves. Passes it over to Wales. Wales over to Reeves. Reeves to TJ. TJ back to Wales. Wales is going to take it. It's fouled. Drops it in for the and 1 finally for the Dayton Wolves. But that is too little too late. Already a 17-point lead for the Double Pump Basketball Organization. Although he has an opportunity to make it 16 if he can knock down this free throw.
I'm going to be highly upset if Wales doesn't knock down this free throw. They need all the points that they can get as he knocks down that free throw. A 16-point lead, 50 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Number 33 inbounds it to number 25. Who is picked up immediately by Wales. Remember, the second string is just as good as the first string, so they can make something happen before C. Miller and everybody gets back on the floor. But too little too late. 33 with a 3 off an assist by 25. That will make it a 19-point lead, ladies and gentlemen. 29-10. Wales kicks it in the corner to Jamison. Jamison out to TJ. TJ dribbles back out beyond the 3-point line. Tried to kick it down low to Brown. Turned it over. Stolen by 34. Up the floor 25. 25 to 33. Who buries the 3 yet again for Double Pump, ladies and gentlemen. That is 32-10. A 22-point lead. Double Pump has over the number 2-seeded Dayton Wolves in the first quarter. As Wales gets a screen by Jamison, but a timeout is called for the Dayton Wolves. 6.5 seconds left in the first quarter. I really don't see where this timeout is coming from. But I guess anything happens for a reason. A 20-second timeout, ladies and gentlemen. We stay right here live on AAU War Tour Radio. Kate, so far, I mean, if it's the fourth quarter, the Dayton Wolves out of this game. We have a lot of basketball to play, but do you think this lead is too much for the Dayton Wolves to overcome?
Eddie, we've seen the Dayton Wolves overcome a lot of emphasis in the first 2 quarters of play, but nothing as big as this one. A 22-point lead for Double Pump. With 6.5 seconds left, Dayton Wolves going to inbound the ball. Wales gets the ball. He's trying to attack inside. Doesn't go. And he's fouled. It's a blocking foul on number 24. And that will put Wales to the line with 3.5 seconds left on the clock. Really won't do too much. It would be a 20-point game. And this is just getting out of hand in the first quarter of play. I can't believe that the Dayton Wolves has allowed Double Pump to get up this huge, this big, in the jungle. One of the toughest places to play. Double Pump making it look like one of the worstest places to play because they are just outshining, out hustling, out everything against the Dayton Wolves. Wells knocks down the first one. That is 11. Looking to knock down the second one. He does. 32-12. As the time will come to a conclusion in the first quarter of play. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The first quarter is done. Dayton Wolves trail by 20, 32-12. And don't go anywhere. Hopefully the Dayton Wolves can make some type of a spark in the second quarter. We'll be right back live on AAU War Tour Radio.
I don't do yoga, never try Pilates. Not many people want me at their parties. Trying to find my place, someplace, oh why, oh why, oh why. And I drink a little more than recommended. This world ain't exactly what my heart expected. Trying to find my way, some way, oh why, oh why, oh why. Señor, say la vie. Maybe something's wrong with me, but oh, at least I am free. Oh, I am free. If you ask the church, then you know. One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and
I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
We're here asking people from all over what they think of Lipton green tea. Let's hear what people from Texas have to say. How about China? Germany? How about people from the North Pole? Or Mars? What about mimes? Oh, right. People with their jaws wired shut? Yeah, a barbershop quartet. Oh, you guys are great. How about race car drivers? What about you, high school glee club, here on a field trip? Well, that settles it. It sounds like everyone loves the taste of Lipton green tea. With its protective antioxidants from real tea, it's not just good for you, it's to you. Lipton tea can do that.
Hey, Thirst, can I try out a few Coke Summer sound effects on you? Yes. Cool. You okay with this? Yes. And this? Yes. And what about this? Yes. Ha! Gotcha there, Thirst. That wasn't sound effects. That was a Coke. I'm no longer thirsty. You're so out of here. Coca-Cola. Open hat.
Ladies and gentlemen, to AAU War Tour Radio live in the jungle. The Dayton Wolves struggling so far against the double pump, down 20 at the start of the second quarter, 32-12. C. Miller not having a fantastic game. The Dayton Wolves in general not having a fantastic game, shooting at a 16%. Most of their shots tonight has came from the free throws, but of course we still have a lot of minutes to play before the end of this game, so hopefully the Dayton Wolves can get it together, Eddie. 32-12, 8 minutes left on the clock. I believe it will be double pumps basketball. What can the Dayton Wolves do to try to overcome this deficit, at least bring it close by halftime?
Okay, it all starts with the Dayton Wolves knocking down their shots. Wide open shots for Miller as number 24 goes right around Miller inside, kicks it back out to number 30. 30 over to 25, picked up by Wales. As Wales is up at the top, passes it to number 4, straight inside. He goes up, no good. Good defense by Watkins. Rebounded by Jamison. Miller with the possession. Passes it up the floor to Patrick. Patrick back to Miller. Miller wide open at the free throw line. Cannot hit it. Rebounded by Jamison, but he's blocked down low by number 25. Rebounded by number 24. Passes it to number 33, and he's good on the 3. 35-12, ladies and gentlemen. And it continues to be a struggle for these Dayton Wolves. Miller passes it over to Patrick. Right corner, Miller sets a screen for Patrick. Passes it up to Watkins. Watkins inside to Jamison. Out to Patrick for 3. Yes, sir, you can count it. Finally for the Dayton Wolves. Back to a 20-point game as the Dayton Wolves. Miller switching the defensive strategy. Instead of a man-to-man coverage, they are now in 3-2 zone. As number 24 kicks it over to number 25, left corner. Passes it to number 24, 24 to 10, back to 24. Miller picks number 24 up. 3-2 zone. The Dayton Wolves has a cross the court pass to number 25, who buries yet another 3 in the face of the Dayton Wolves. Double pump now has scored 9 more fast break points than the Dayton Wolves. Back to a 23-point game. Miller passes it over to Patrick, who tries to answer it back. No good. Tipped in by Winston, but he's no good. Number 4 rushing the ball up the floor, stops it at the free throw line and fires it. No good. Rebounded by Winston. Winston tries to kick it down low to Patrick, but it's knocked out of bounds by number 4. Therefore, it is Dayton Wolves basketball, and already a timeout has been called for the Dayton Wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, 38-15, 6-12 left in the second quarter of play. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back live on AAU World Tour Radio for some more second quarter action. Dayton Wolves down 23.
Just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be, I've got to be.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a room where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to be where it happens. I've got to be.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the jungle. Dayton Wolves trail 38-15 as we take a look at the Dayton Wolves bench. Nothing but sad faces and hanging heads as the ball inbounds is passed to Miller. Miller at the top of the key. One-on-one with Keyshawn. Miller gets a screen by Johnson. Miller goes to the left side. Miller still picked up by Keyshawn. Nothing happening. Has to pass it out to Patrick. Patrick over to TJ. TJ, with 2 seconds left on the clock, has to fire, shoots it. No good. Rebounded by number 5, who passes it up to Keyshawn. Keyshawn to 34, who stumbles with the ball, passes it down low to Keyshawn. Keyshawn over Miller, drops it in. 40, ladies and gentlemen, to 15. As Miller kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins over to Wales. Wales to Miller. Dayton was shooting at a 4 of 20 from the field goals tonight. 15 of 35 for double pump. Miller inside. No good. As he tried to bank it off the backboard. Rebounded by number 6 up the floor to number 4. 4 over to 2. Shoots it in the face of Watkins. No good. Rebounded by number 6. Passes it back out to number 4 for a 3. That is good. An 11-3 run in the last 2:15 of official play. For double pump, Miller gets a screen by Patrick. Miller inside. And Patrick cannot get it. It's a turnover for the Dayton Wolves. Keyshawn all the way. Kicks it inside to number 6. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now a 30-point game. 6 points in the game for number 6. 3 of 3 from the field goals tonight. 6 rebounds. Miller sets a play for the Dayton Wolves, passes it over to Wales. Wales back to Miller. Left side, rotates to the top, passes it inside to Patrick. Finally, 2 points on the board for the Dayton Wolves. As Keyshawn crossing half court for the double pump. Back to a 28-point game, ladies and gentlemen. A 28-point game. Keyshawn wide open for 3. No good. Rebounded by Patrick up the floor to Miller. Miller's going to pace the floor for the Dayton Wolves. Crosses behind his back. Miller has a wide open lane. He's going to take it. Goes up. Is fouled hard by Keyshawn. And that is his team's first of the night. Miller, 4 points in the game. 3 turnovers. 1 of 7 shooting. And that is a blocking foul. The Dayton Wolves will inbound the ball. Wales shoots it. Left block. Drops it in. Finally, 45-19. Dayton Wolves are still trying to fight back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how huge this deficit is for the Dayton Wolves to overcome. Keyshawn inside. Drops it in for another 2 points. 13 points in the game for Keyshawn. 5 of 8 from the field goals. 3 assists. As the score is now 47-19. Miller at the top of the key, double team. Passes it to Chris Johnson. Johnson back to Miller. Miller's gonna fire the 3-pointer. Finally, for Miller's first 3-pointer of the night. Miller still leads the AAU World Tour League in points per game with 24 points per game, 47-22. Miller's first 3-pointer hits nothing but the net. Keyshawn inside, quiets the crowd. Drops it in for yet another 2 points. That is 15 points of the night. Buckets coming in any which way. Miller turns the ball over. Keyshawn all the way, coast to coast, drops it in for yet another 2 points. Miller's 4th turnover of the night. Struggling from the field. Miller trying to regroup, passes it to Johnson. Johnson all the way, and it's good. Double pump well out in front. Miller one-on-one with Keyshawn, having to struggle, trying to guard Keyshawn tonight. Number 34 passes it to 4. He's picked up by Watkins. Back to 34. 34 over to Keyshawn. Keyshawn Passes it over to 2. Back to Keyshawn for 3. No good. Good defense by Miller. Rebounded by Johnson. Miller's rushing the floor for the Dayton Wolves. 3-on-1 situation. Miller smartly dribbles back out. Miller gets a screen by Brown. Left side. Doesn't go. Miller tried to kick it down low to Brown. Turned it over yet again. Keyshawn with the steal up the floor to 34. Who fires it inside. No good. Rebounded by Watkins. Watkins rushing the floor for the Dayton Wolves. Stopped at the top of the key. Passes it to Miller. Miller one-on-one with Keyshawn. Miller gets a screen by Brown. Miller still rotates to the right. Passes it over to Watkins. No, Wales. Wales back to Miller. Miller pump fake. Doesn't take the shot. 3 seconds left on the clock. Miller has to fire it. Shoots it over his defender. No good. Rebounded by number 2. Miller to 7 points in the game. 2 of 9 shooting from the field goals. 1 of 3. As a pass inside to number 6 is good. For 2. Miller trying to regroup for this Dayton Wolves team, ladies and gentlemen. It is not looking good for the Dayton Wolves. Miller with the pick and roll scenario. Brown this time slams it home for 2 finally for the Dayton Wolves, and that will be a timeout for double pump. 53-26, 123 left in the second quarter of play. It will be a full timeout, Eddie. The Dayton Wolves has no answer for this double pump offense.
Either the Dayton Wolves has no answer for this offense, or the Dayton Wolves just cannot find their offense. They cannot find their defense as well. They're trading baskets right now, but trading baskets is no good if the Dayton Wolves don't do no defense. If the Dayton Wolves play no defense, we can trade baskets all night, and this is the result of the score. Almost back to a 30-point game. 3 more points. The Dayton Wolves will be down by 30 more points. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just shocked right now. I'm just speechless right now. This is not the Dayton Wolves team we thought would come into this game. Miller knocking down his first 3-pointer of the night, but ladies and gentlemen, just I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back live on AAU War Tour Radio for the conclusion of the first half. 123 left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
Don't know you dealing with a rider. Know me and my squad keep it too lit. You know I keep a hitter right beside me, so you don't want a problem, keep it cool. And if you feel me, don't want it, we keep the temperature rising. Don't stop the rhythm, just ride it out. One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be, I've got to be.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to know.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
We're here asking people from all over what they think of Lipton green tea. Let's hear what people from Texas have to say. How about China?
Mmm.
Germany? How about people from the North Pole? Or Mars? What about mimes? Oh, right. People with their jaws wired shut?
Oh.
Yeah, a barbershop quartet. Oh, you guys are great. How about race car drivers? What about you, high school glee club, here on a field trip? Well, that settles it. It sounds like everyone loves the taste of Lipton green tea. With its protective antioxidants from real tea, it's not just good for you, it's to you. Lipton tea can do that.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the jungle. Dayton Wolves trail 27 points. The largest in the jungle history so far this 2017 AAU War Tour basketball season. 53-26. As substitution goes in time for both. Double pump and the Dayton Wolves. Double pump basketball pass inside to number 24. Go ahead and starts this clock. Miller picking up number 24, passes it over to number 6, back to 24 at the top of the key. Pass down low to number 28, who misses it. Rebounded by Miller. Miller rushing the floor for the Dayton Wolves. Tries to kick it down low to number 5. Well, Wales, who is smacked. Miller with another three-pointer off the side of the rim. And the Dayton Wolves star Miller, 2 of 10 shooting from the field goals tonight, 7 points, 4 assists as Miller picks up his second personal of the night off a reach-in. And 49 seconds left on the clock. Miller doing I just don't know what to say about this Dayton Wolves team. A pass inside to number 28. Goes straight inside. No problem for the 2 points. 55-26. Points in the paint. Double pump winning. 24 to the Dayton Wolves 10. Miller rushing the floor. Wide open lane. Miller kicks it down low to Brown. Brown passes it back to Miller. Miller fires a three-pointer, and that one no good. Rebounded by Brown. Miller back out for 2 this time. No good yet again. Miller, 2 of 13 shooting from the field goals tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Shooting horribly for his Dayton Wolves team. Not put no points on the board. Number 10 passes it over to 33. 33 picked up by TJ. 5 seconds left on the clock. Passes it down low to 25. 25 goes around Manny Reeves. No good. Rebounded by Manny Reeves. Manny Reeves gonna rush the floor. Passes it to Miller. 3 seconds left on the clock. Miller kicks it down low to Brown. Brown goes up. No good. At the buzzer. That will do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Dayton Wolves trail by 29. 55-26. You can just see the disappointment on Miller's face. As we take a break, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We break down the first half stats when we return on the halftime report show presented by Inside Drive, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully the Dayton Wolves can come out and make a run in the second half, but I just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. If you want to stay tuned to this game, ladies and gentlemen, 55-26. And we'll see you in just a minute. We return live on AAU War Tour Radio for the halftime report show.
I'll be in my castle golden, but until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel
just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to know.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
Have a Sprite and cheer for Sonia.
As a man, you know what it's like to break your back on a daily basis. Introducing new Bud Silver, the beer for hard-working men. It's just what you need after a day of assembling flat-pack furniture, when instructions are cast aside in favor of intuition. Working with one eye on the job and another on the TV. A day when you're told it looks a bit wonky at least 40 times. Hard-working men want a fuller-tasting, thirst-quenching beer. New Bud Silver. One cold can of You Bet I Earned It.
Taking a family of 5 to the amusement park can cost a small fortune.
Oh, yeah. So to save some money, we thought, hey, let's bring the amusement park to us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Step right up, young man. Are you ready to ride the Wacky Waterfall?
That's just the bathtub with the shower head running.
Nope, it's the Wacky Waterfall.
It's the shower, Dad.
Waterfall.
Wacky.
There's an easier way to save. To get a free rate quote, go to geico.com, then buy online, over the phone, or at your local Geico office.
Welcome back to the studios, ladies and gentlemen. The Dayton Wolves trail so far in the jungle through 2 quarters of play, 55-26. As we're going to go ahead and jump in and take a look at the top 3 players for both teams to end the first 2 halves, as well the first half. As we don't have a lot of time left, Miller leading the charge, 7 points in this game, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 5 turnovers so far. Shooting horribly, a 2 of 12 from the field goals, 1 of 5 from outside, but a perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Chris Johnson, 5 points in this game so far, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 of 3 from inside, 1 of 2 from the charity strike. And Wales rounding off this first half for the Dayton Wolves, top 3, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 of 5 from the field goal, 0 of 1 to be down the 3-point line, but a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. We're going to jump into double pumps. Keyshawn Paul, 17 points to end the half, 3 assists, 1 steal, 7 of 11 from the field goals, 0 of 4 from the outside, but a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Number 4, 12 points, and that's it. 4 of 7 from the field goal was a perfect 2 of 2 from beyond the 3-point line, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And number 6, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 block, 3 of 3 from the field goals, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. And that would do it for double pump. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the team comparisons. Dayton Wolves 9 of 33 to end the first half, a 27%. 2 of 10 from beyond a 3-point land, 20% of course. 6 of 7, which is an 86% we're going to call from the free throw line. Double pump 22 of 39, which is a 56%. 6 of 11 from the 3-point line, which is a 55%. And a perfect 6 of 6, 100% from the charity stripe. Fast break points with Dayton Wolves trail 17-2. Points in the paint, Dayton Wolves trail, of course, 24-10. Second chance points, Dayton Wolves trail 7 of 2. Bench points, Dayton Wolves lead that. Those are the players coming off the bench. Dayton Wolves also losing the assist total, 16-9. Double pump in charge of that. Offensive rebounds, Dayton Wolves got it. Dayton Wolves got the rebounds in total. Offensive and defensively. Blocks, Dayton Wolves trailing 3-0. Steals, double pump has had 6. Dayton Wolves has had 0. Turnovers, Dayton Wolves 7. Double pump 0. Through 2 quarters of play. Team fouls tied up at 6. Biggest lead, of course, goes to the double pump with 30. Throughout the first 2 quarters of play, Dayton Wolves has had no lead so far this game. As that will do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a lot of time. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But stay tuned with us, and we'll be right back live on the AAU Boards for Radio as we continue this horrible game that the defense, the Dayton Wolves, has been playing. Dayton Wolves trail by 29, 55-26 live on AAU Boards for Radio.
I wrote the song as a message for help on behalf of anybody finding theyself. I wrote this letter to numb your pain, 'cause every day I wake up I'm feeling the same. I got issues just like you got issues. I've been hurt, I've seen the scar tissue. If I showed you, would you run away? Do I gotta hide them for you to wanna stay? Do I even need you? Should I leave you? Do I gotta be you just to please you? Do I say I'm all good when I bleed you through my heart? Quit tearing mine apart.
I swear I get angry, I get scared. I fall, I break, I mess up, I make mistakes. But if you can't take me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, I gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, 'cause life is about. Alright, check this out. Look, life is about making mistakes. It's also about trying to be great. Right. Do not let failure scare you away. I know you fed up, you fall, get up. It's all in us. I can speak about it 'cause I did it. True. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the exhibit. It's my life. Look a little closer, you can see the highlights. Gold ain't always golden, but I told him. Look at all the years I've been waiting for a moment. Shed a lot of tears just to smile in the morning. Tell me, could you love me? Tell me, could you love me? Tell me, could you love me if I told you all?
I swear I get angry, I get scared. I fall, I break, I mess up, I make mistakes. But if you can't take me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my
moves like I did, never the cool kid. This song's for anybody who fought their way through, always remain true. This song's for anybody, the ones who trying to get it, the ones who dreaming and live it. This song's for anybody. The song, the song, the song, the song, the song, the song. I swear I do. Yeah. And I ain't sorry about it. Keep my head up, I gotta keep it going, gotta keep my head up, cause life is about it.
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man, yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. The game is friendless, the pain is endless. The game changed, I blame these lame pretenders. My friends and Benzes parked at the entrance. Inside, you still hear the engine. Like, ren, this is your ending. If you're offended, I dare you f***ing defend it. These M's is rushing through my blood like the Kremlin. I'm back with a vengeance, and this is what the sound of revenge is. Win-win, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. Where I come from, you can't visit. I talk money, I guess you understand different. Hand gestures counting this shit till my hands blister. You can't miss us, my weed louder than Fran Drescher. Pinky rings, hand kisses, soprano bitches. I feel like Paulie Castellano in designer stitches. I heard him say I made Rihanna hitless. Mind your business, what kind of honor is this? I'm trying to see Madonna digits, all kind of riches. In Miami, wine and dining with the finest. Everybody acting kind of vicious. These politicians won't let my brother Muhammad visit. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. He's a fake baller, globe trotter, bank account $4. No, come on, I know you wanna pop collars. I know you wanna pop for a shot collar. Smoking top dollar, pull up in that top dollar. Yeah, she got that top dollar. We cost top dollar. Yeah, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. Whoa.
FMG.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the third quarter. Dayton Wolves trail 55-26. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right. The Dayton Wolves down 29 points. As number 4 for a double pump. This possession crossing half court picked up by Miller. Manny Reeves at the top, guarding number 4, passes it to Keyshawn. Keyshawn one-on-one with Miller, fires the three-pointer, and that one, of course, drops in, 58-26. Double Pump has made 5 more three-pointers than the Dayton Wolves, as the Dayton Wolves now down 32. Miller kicks the ball inside to Manny Reeves. Manny Reeves, left side double team, kicks it back out to Miller for his first three-pointer, second of the night, but first to start the storm. It's good. Miller now with 10 points in the game, shooting 3 of 13 tonight, 2 of 6 from the field, from the three-point line. As a pass is interrupted down low, intended for Keyshawn, stolen by Winston. Up the floor to Miller. Miller inside to Watkins. Watkins inside to Johnson. Johnson will, number 6 picks up the blocking foul. That is his third, team's first of the third quarter. The Dayton Wolves will get the possession from the inbound, passes it into Miller. Miller rotates to the left side. Miller's gonna fire another three-pointer for his second one. It's good for 2 in a row. And see, Miller now still leads the AAU World Tour League in assists per game. 9, night in, night out as a double team. Miller helps out. Miller comes up with the steal, stolen by Miller. Turnover for Keyshawn. Miller's gonna attack inside, dribbles beyond the three-point line, kicks it over to Manny Reeves, left side. Miller with the ball again for another three-pointer. It's good. And that would be Miller's third 3 in a row. The storm is brought. Manny Reeves comes up with the steal inside to Johnson. Johnson goes up. He is fouled by number 10 yet again. I believe that is his 4th. One more. He will be out for the rest of the night. The Dayton Wolves trying to make a comeback early in the third quarter. 6:26, 58-35. Still a lot of ground to make up, but that storm has been brought by C. Miller, and I'm pretty sure that this will pump the crowd up as well as the team.
Well, Kate, Miller's been off his game all night long, and finally he has some type of light at the end of the tunnel as Chris Johnson knocks down his first free throw. It will be back to a 20-point game. If the Dayton Wolves can make 2 more points, I'm sure Johnson will knock down yet another free throw. But the Dayton Wolves is fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting hard, too. They are the fighting Dayton Wolves, and we've seen this in many occasions. Johnson misses the second one, rebounded by number 5, who now has 11 rebounds tonight. 4 of 4 tonight in the paint, 8 points. As number 4 kicks it down low to 32. He misses it. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson is going to rush the floor for the Dayton Wolves. Stops right side at the top of the key as he passes it to Manny Reeves. Manny Reeves left side's going to fire the three-pointer, and you can count it. 58-39. Threes coming from everywhere for the Dayton Wolves as this game is back down in the belt. It's not 20 no more, but it's still double digits, but it's not 20 no more. The Dayton Wolves 58-39. 5:45 left as Keyshawn holds the ball top of key, passes back down to 31, who fires it. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. The Dayton Wolves defense playing strong right now. Passes it to Miller for yet another 3. And that wide open three-pointer rims out for Miller as he continues to struggle. 5 of 16 from the field goals, 16 points. As inside, number 30 is fouled by Dwight Winston. That is his second, team's first of the quarter. And now number 30 number 10 heads to the line for 2 to make it back to a 21-point lead. They can knock down these 2 free throws. The first one is good. Double Pump doing an amazing job at the free throw line. Substitution goes intact for the Dayton Wolves. Miller checks out. Wales checks in. A shooting guard position for Double Pump. Subs out. Miller's out. Watkins is out. Johnson's out. Patrick in. Jamison in at power forward position as well as small forward. Number 10 heads back to the line for 2. For 1. And that one is good. And there will be a timeout. Dayton Wolves 60-39. 5:23 left in the third quarter of play, ladies and gentlemen. The Dayton Wolves still trailing by 21. We will be right back live on AAU World Tour Radio for some more third quarter action.
We are lost.
wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be, I've got to be.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to know.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
For staying with us live on AAU World Tour Radio. The Dayton Wolves trail about 21-60 to 39. 5:23 left in the third quarter of play. Winston passes the ball into Wales. Wales crossing half court, picked up by Keyshawn. Wales goes right side. He's gonna get a screen. No, kicks it over to Tito Patrick. Patrick's gonna shoot it over his defender. That one drops in. Off the rim, but it's good for 2. The Dayton Wolves will take it 60-41 as Wales and Keyshawn goes one-on-one, kicks it over to number 2. Number 2 down low to number 10, kicks it over to Keyshawn, drops it in for 2. 24 of 43, a 55% for double pump at the Dayton Wolves. Still shooting horribly as a team. 25 of 55. This is not even close, ladies and gentlemen. Wales tried to kick it over to Winston, but he just threw it in the air. Turnover for the Dayton Wolves, stolen by number 2 over to Keyshawn. Keyshawn right wing for 3. That one no good, luckily for the Dayton Wolves. As Wales rushing the floor. Kicks it down low to Jamison. Jamison goes up, misses it. Rebounded by number 6 after Jamison trying to do the putback. No good. Number 2 with a shot at the free throw line. No good. Well, no good. But number 10 with the putback and the slam is good. 64-41. Mike Wales with the ball, rotates to the right side of the floor, is going to attack inside, kicks it down low to Jamison. Jamison goes up, foul, and 1 for Jamison, and that foul is on number 10, no number 6. And that is his 4th, team's 3rd. Jamison heads to the line for 1 to make it an even 20-point game. Substitution goes to attack. Keyshawn out at the point guard position. Number 24 in. And Dwight Winston, he checks out for TJ, small forward position for the Dayton Wolves. That's number 24. Tried to kick it down low to 33, stolen by Patrick, up the floor to Wells. Wells kicks it down low to Jameson. Jameson good for another 2 points. And this is the drive, the run that the Dayton Wolves really need. 64-40, 6-3-40. Ticking off the clock as we speak. Number 2 for a double pump with the ball, gets a screen. Number 6 rotates to the right side of the floor, still picked up by Manny Reeves. Passes it to 33 for 3, no good. Rebounded by Wells. Wells gonna rush the floor. Stops left side, gets it into Jameson. Jameson for another 2 points. Off an assist by Mike Wells. And this connection between Wells and Jameson continues as the Dayton Wolves has pulled within 16 with 3:10 left in the third quarter of play. Number 24 with the ball beyond the three-point line, right side of the floor, picked up by Mike Wells. Kicks it down low to number 6. One-on-one with Jameson, goes up, is fouled by Wells. That is his third, I believe. And now number 6 heads to the line for 2 as he looks to make it an 18-point game. 64-48, 3:03 left. Dayton Wolves putting numbers on the board, Eddie. These two teams, well, Dayton needs to continue putting points on the board. 3:03 left in the third quarter of play. Still a lot of time to rally back as number 6 gets set for his first one, which is good.
And as a Dayton Wolf, you listening to either you're listening to this game or you're tuning in to this game live, and you just hate to see your team play this way as a whole. Not only is C. Miller not on his game tonight, but the rest of the team is not on their game tonight. They're shooting at a 25% as a whole. Miller is 5 of 16 from the field goals, 2 of 7 from the three-point line. Free throws, Dayton Wolves 2 of 3 in the second half. Perfect 4 of 4 for double pump. 6 of 7 in the first. 5 of 5 for double pump in the first half. As a pass down to Keith Brown. Keith Brown's going to take it. No, passes it back out to Patrick for 3. And that, of course, no good. 25% shooting for the Dayton Wolves. Number 24 with the ball. Passes it over to number 6 at the top of the key. Passes it back over to number 24. Picked up by Manny Reeves, who's running the point guard. Desperate time, desperate measures as a foul inside. Number 10 is good on the and 1. Foul on Patrick. No, Jameson. And now number 10 will head to the line for one more. That will take it back to a 20-point game. 68-48. And he connects on the and 1 free throw. Timeout, Dayton Wolves. And, of course, this just continues to be just a terrible game all around for the Dayton Wolves. Not many people tuning into this game anymore. A lot of our fans or a lot of our listeners have turned this game off as I'm looking at the total views for this radio podcast. But you never know. Dayton Wolves has one more quarter of play to possibly come back in this game. They was trailing at 30 at one point in time, but it's back to 21. Dayton Wolves has trailed by 20 plus points all game, besides in the first quarter when it was 0-0. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, we want to take another break. So if you're still here, stay tuned with us, and we'll be right back for the conclusion of the third quarter. Dayton Wolves trail 69-48.
My body feeling miserable, always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible, looking at my years like I'm martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, word upon your lip. Rather that you rip, break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes.
I'll be in my castle golden.
Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be, I've got to be.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to be where it happens. I've got to be.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third quarter of play right here live on AAU World Tour Radio. Dayton Wolves has been struggling all night long. Manny Reese checks out. Chance Miller back in at the number 1 spot on the floor. Miller gets a screen by Brown, but passes it over to Brown, right side, drains the three-pointer. Which the Dayton Wolves needed. Dayton Wolves bench outscoring double pump bench by 14 points. As Miller helps out TJ with the double team. Number 25 kicks it over to 6. 6 down low to 10. 10's gonna kick it back over to number 25, who's picked up by TJ. Down low to number 10, goes up, blocked, straight out of bounds by Patrick. And that would be double pump basketball. 2:02 left in the third quarter of play. 69-51. As double pump gets set to pass the ball from the inbound. Pass inside to number 10. 5 seconds left on the clock. 2 seconds now. He has to shoot it up. Gonna go up. Drops it in, but that does not go. Shot clock violation, turnover, double pump. Dayton Wolves basketball, exactly what the Dayton Wolves needed, Eddie. Now they has an opportunity to trim this lead even more. An 18-point lead for double pump. Miller gets the ball at left side beyond the three-point line. Gonna fire the three-pointer. That one no good as he continues to struggle tonight. Dayton was losing the rebound battle as well. 27-21 as Miller commits his third foul of the night on a reach-in against number 25 from double pump. It would be double pump basketball as they could prepare to pass the ball inbound from the inbounds. 59-51, as I mentioned before. Dayton Wolves has been struggling all night long as they continue to shoot 26% from the field. Number 10 now with the ball, picked up by Jamison. Double team, Patrick helps him out, but that leaves number 33 wide open. The lane wide open for a drive by number 33. 71-51. 1:25 left in the third quarter play. Miller rotates it over the left side of the floor. He's going to try to attack inside. Kicks it over to Jamison. Jamison back to Miller. Miller goes up. Hits the bottom of the backboard. No good. Rebounded by number 6 up the floor to 25. The passes it to 24. Beyond the three-point line left side. He's going to hold the ball with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Passes to number 25. Kicks it down low to 10. Back to 25. Goes up, drops it in. 73-51. 1 minute. as he now has 9 points in the game, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Miller kicks it over to Patrick. Back to Miller beyond the 3-point line. Miller's gonna get a screen by Brown. Miller's gonna go left side, goes in, is fouled hard by number 6. And he fouls out with 10 points in the game. Miller takes a hard foul, who is still on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, as we look at the replay, but Miller gets back up. He gets 2 free throws. Drops in the first. It was a personal foul, an intentional foul. Everyone has to get back, and the Dayton Wolves will get possession. As Miller drains both free throws. Back to a 20-point game, as that was called a technical foul on number 10 as he sits out for the rest of the game. 10 points in the game. Miller knocking down another free throw as the pass inbound to Miller. Miller at the top of the key. Gonna get a screen by Brown. Miller's picked up. Miller passes it into Brown. Brown goes up for the slam. 2 points. And Miller with another assist. I believe that is his 5th assist tonight. 5th or 6th. I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen. But I know Miller has racked up quite a few assists, even though he still struggles. 73-55, 28 seconds left. Number 25 rotates to the right side of the floor, kicks it over to 24. Left side of the floor, kicks it way across court to number 25. And a pass inside to number 26 is rejected by Patrick. Travels out of bounds. Miller with the great hustle, but couldn't get to it on time. Or in time. Johnson checks back in for Jamison. Patrick out for Watkins. As a pass inside to number 4. Gives it to number 7, who misses it. Number 24, who misses it. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson running the floor, passes it to Miller. Miller, 5 seconds left on the clock. Kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins back to Miller. Miller gets a screen by Brown. Miller's going to give it to Brown. No good before the time expires. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. Ladies and gentlemen, will still trail by 18. Double digits, 73-55. We'll be right back live on AAU World Tour Radio for the 4th and final quarter.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
I
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be, I've got to be.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to know.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the jungle. Dayton Wolves trail 55-73. Fourth quarter of play. Dayton Wolves need to find some type of momentum to bring themselves back into this game. On the floor for the Dayton Wolves, Manny Reeves at the 2, TJ at the 3, Johnson at the 5, Winston at the 4, and of course Watkins at the 2, I believe. As Reeves misses the three-point shot. Reeves at the 1, Watkins at the 3. As inside, number 24 drops it in on a wide-open lane in the layup. Manny Reeves for the Dayton Wolves now bringing the ball up the floor. Tried to kick it down low to Watkins. Turned it over. 33 with the steal all the way. Goes up, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. As he kicks it over to Manny Reeves, who brings the ball up the floor, crosses behind his back, kicks it down low to Johnson. Johnson goes up, drops it in for 2. 75-57, a comparison. Chris Johnson, 8 points tonight, 6 rebounds. Number 6, who fouled out, 10 points, 7 rebounds. It's number 4 with the ball. Shoots the wide open three-pointer. That one drops in, of course, as it has been all night. 78-57, Dayton Wolves still trail. His time is going up instead of going down. Manny Reeves with the ball inside, passes it down low to Watkins. Watkins for 2 for the Dayton Wolves, 59-78. These two teams continue trading blows. Eddie, fourth quarter of action. Dayton Wolves continues to trade blows. Whatever you can do, I can do better, as our saying goes. Number 10 back to number 4 for 3. That time no good. Rebounded by Watkins. Johnson up the floor, running the floor, fires the three-point shot, wide open, and drops that in. 62-78. Johnson, 11 points in the game, 4 of 5 from the field goals, 1 of 1. His first three-pointer of the night. Buries it, 1 assist.
And Chris Johnson is known to knock down them three-pointers if you give him some space and opportunity. Been hanging around C. Miller too long as Watkins intercepts the pass intended for number 35 up to Manny Reeves. Manny Reeves kicks it back to Watkins. Watkins right side, top of the key, beyond the three-point line, kicks it over to Winston. Winston inside to Reeves. Reeves goes up, drops it in for 2 for the Dayton Wolves. 78-64. Manny Reeves, 5 points in the game, 2 of 4 from the field goals. As he continues to try and get on his game, as he's been slacking as well tonight for the Dayton Wolves. The entire Dayton Wolves roster has been off their game tonight. Number 24 attacking inside, double team by Manny Reeves and Chris Johnson over to 33. 33 now picked up by Chris Johnson. 4 seconds left on the clock. Has to do something with it. Dribbles beyond the three-point line. Gonna fire the 3, but it's blocked out of bounds by the big man for the Dayton Wolves, Chris Johnson. 0.6 left on the shot clock as Miller checks back in the game. And the number 1 spot, and for the double pump. Keyshawn Paul checks back in, number 34 with the inbounded pass. And number 35, or 25, commits the turnover. Shot clock violation for double pump. Dayton Wolves basketball, a 14-point game, Kate. Dayton Wolves as close as ever. As the substitution goes intact for double pump in the number 5 spot, which is the center position. Miller now with the ball beyond half court, gonna attack inside. 20 points in the game for C. Miller, 6 assists. 22 for Keyshawn, 3 assists. As he's going to attack inside. Miller gets the help from Winston, passes it to number 0, who's fouled by, I believe, Chris Johnson. And that will be his 3rd of the night. Chris Johnson committing that foul. Dayton Wolves really couldn't afford that one. 78-66, 4:55 left. Number 0 misses the first one, which is good for the Dayton Wolves, Kate, but of course they're still down by 12.
Well, the Dayton Wolves has been trailing by 20 plus the entire game, but now they have finally trimmed it to 12 points, almost beyond those single digits. The Dayton Wolves continue to play the way that they play. C. Miller is back in the game. With the rest, he missed it. Number 0 missed it. Watkins gives it to Miller. Miller gives it out to Winston. Winston gets a screen for Miller. Miller's going to attack inside, take it by himself. Drops it in for 2. A 10-point game. Miller now with 22 points in the game, 7 of 20 tonight. As Keyshawn, 20 points as well. Miller comes up with the steal. Miller's going to rush the floor for the Dayton Wolves. Gives it inside to TJ. TJ good. Well, Watkins, thought it was TJ, but Watkins good for 2. Miller with the assist. But the Dayton Wolves trimmed it to 8 now. 4:20 left on the clock. As number 0 gives it to Keyshawn. Keyshawn going to fire another 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Winston. Winston to Watkins. Watkins going to rush the floor. Dribbles behind his back. Gives it to TJ at the top of the key. Miller's going to get in a rotation. Fires the 3-pointer. That one no good. Rebounded by Winston. Winston goes back up. No good. This time knocked out to number 4, so he collects the rebound. Shoots it at the free throw line. Drops it in. Been on all game, back to a 10-point lead. Double digits. As Winston kicks it in to Miller. Miller gets a screen from Winston. Right side, Miller doesn't take it. Inside to Winston as he goes to the lane and basket. 2 points back to a single-digit lead. As the Dayton Wolves continue to fight throughout the 4th quarter of play, the Dayton Wolves has been fighting all game. Finally, they have came back. This crowd is on their feet. Keyshawn 1-on-1 with Miller as he continues to attack. Fires it over Miller. This time, no good. But it's offensive rebounded by number 0. And it's good for 2 field goals. Dayton Wolves 45. The double pump 52. 37-67 for double pump. 21-57 for the Dayton Wolves. TJ, right side's going to attack inside, goes up, fouled by number 5. That is his 3rd. And now TJ heads to the line for 2. I really don't know how he would do at the line as this game is on his shoulders to continue being in this game. To turn it back down to a single-digit lead. TJ at the line for 2, Eddie.
These are very important free throws for the Dayton Wolves. You see Miller standing behind him, hands on his hip as his first one drops in. And Miller's going to be the first up there to congratulate him, clapping for his teammate as it is back to a single-digit lead, 9 points. Winston checks out for the Dayton Wolves. Jamison in at the number 4 spot. TJ gets another free throw. That's his second one to bring it to an 8-point game. It's good. For the Dayton Wolves, number 32 passes the ball into Keyshawn. The Dayton Wolves going to go to a full-court press now. Keyshawn's going to attack inside. Is fouled. Drops in the and 1. Foul on Dominic Watkins. That is his 3rd. And it's back to a 10-point lead for double pump. That one kind of kills it for the Dayton Wolves. Still plenty of time left. 3 minutes. The substitution goes intact for double pump, I believe, yes, at the number 5 spot. Keyshawn, of course, knocks down that free throw. It will be a timeout for the Dayton Wolves. 85-74, ladies and gentlemen. 2:59 is the official time on the clock in the fourth quarter of play. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back live on AAU World Tour Radio for some more fourth quarter.
just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to know.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth quarter. 3 minutes left to play in this last quarter of play. 85-74. Miller gets the ball from an inbounded pass from Chris Johnson. Miller at the top of the key. Gets a screen by Johnson. Miller goes right, goes left, goes inside. Misses it, though. Rebounded by Keyshawn, who has done tremendous work for double pump tonight. Rebound total, the Dayton Wolves still trail in the second half, 11-10. As Chris Johnson steals the ball up to Miller. Miller inside to Jameson. Jameson at the free throw line. Drops it in for 2. Back to a 9-point lead for double pump. 85-76. 2:25 left in the fourth quarter of play. Keyshawn one-on-one with Miller. Goes right side. Kicks it inside. No good. By number 10. Rebounded by Jameson. Jameson up to Miller. Miller's going to dribble behind his back. Step back. Doesn't take the 3 points this time. Miller kicks it over to Reeves. Reeves to Watkins. Watkins across to Miller. Miller down low to Johnson. Johnson turns, fires, drops it in. And it's back to a 6-point game, ladies and gentlemen. The closest it has ever been. Finally, the Dayton Wolves has battled all the way back. 85-78. This crowd is on their feet. 150 left in the fourth quarter of play. As number 4 jumps out to receive the ball. Keyshawn passes it to him. Inside to number 10. Goes up. Good defense by Miller. No good. Rebounded by Jamison. Jamison rushing the floor. Kicks it over to Watkins for 3. That one no good. Rebounded by number 4 for double pump up the floor to Keyshawn. Keyshawn immediately picked up by Miller. Right side. Miller picks him up. Assisted by Manny Reeves. Cross court to 4. Drops it in. Left wing in front of the three-point line. A two-pointer. 87-78. As Miller now gets a screen by Jamison. Miller inside to Jamison. He's seen it a mile away. 2 points. 7-point game now, ladies and gentlemen. As the Dayton Wolves continue to bring the Dayton Wolves press. As Keyshawn all the way goes up. Blocked down low by Jamison, out of bounds though. Double pump basketball. Dayton Wolves 1:11 left on the clock. Still down 7. And this one is coming to the buzzer. As Dayton Wolves switches their defensive strategy. Continues to put double pump on their heels. This crowd is on their feet, the closest it's ever been, besides 6 points, a 7-point lead. As number 33 gets the ball from inbound. Beyond the three-point line, left side, passes it over to number 10, picked up immediately by Winston, over to Keyshawn. Keyshawn to number 4, 5 seconds left on the clock. 1-on-1 with Manny Reeves, back to number 10, 10 over to Keyshawn, who misses the three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson, Johnson to Reeves. Reeves inside to Jamison, goes up, is fouled by number 10, that is his 4th, team's 3rd. 49 seconds left on the clock. Jamison has an opportunity to trim this to a 5-point lead with 49 seconds left. But he has to knock down these free throws. The Dayton Wolves has been struggling at the free throw line. But the last 2 attempts hit the bottom of the net. This crowd gets silent. Jamison, for his first one, drops it in. 81-87. As he gets condolences from his teammates, Miller, Manny Reeves, Chris Johnson, Dwight Winston. 49 seconds left. These are crucial free throws. This last one can do a lot for the Dayton Wolves if they continue to jump out on this run. Continue to make stops down the run. Jamison's second free throw is good. 87-82. Number 33 is going to inbound it to number 4, who's picked up by Manny Reeves. He's going to walk it up the floor. Doesn't have a lot of time left. Kicks it over to number 14. 14 back out to number 4. 38 seconds left. Kicks it back down low to number 10. Number 10 1-on-1 with Winston. Passes it to Keyshawn. Keyshawn step back. Fires the three-pointer. And it is good. No, a two-pointer, which is good. And that will do it for the Dayton Wolves. 24 seconds left. Miller's going to have it. Passes it over to Manny Reeves, who immediately fires the 3 and it drops in. Wow. 89-85. Manny Reeves commits the foul. That would be his second, team's 3rd of the 4th quarter. One more will put the double pump basketball organization on the line, which I'm sure the Dayton Wolves want to do, which happens. Number 4 heads to the line. Manny Reeves picks up his 3rd, team's 4th. And these are, just inevitable free throws. I wish they had got somebody else besides number 4 or Keyshawn at the line, maybe number 33 or 35 or number 10, who knows, but these are crucial free throws for double pump, and I'm sure that number 4 will knock them down.
Yeah, he's been knocking them out. Well, he's been knocking everything down all game. And this one is no difference, which he knocks down the first 90-85. 5-point game for double pump as they look to go ahead and end this 6-game winning streak of the Dayton Wolves at home. The second team to defeat the Dayton Wolves at home. His second one is good. That would be a timeout for the Dayton Wolves, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. 17 and a half seconds left. Dayton Wolves down 6-91-85. And we'll be right back live on the AAU War Tour Radio, which it is a 20-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. Dayton Wolves 91-85. Dayton Wolves continue to not shoot so much, or so well. Second half, they brought it up, but this run was a little bit too late. And when they did break out on the run, right there to go ahead and add the fuel to the fire. I mean, you know, I'll do all in part to, of course, Keyshawn Hall, who will be the player of the game once this final buzzer has sounded. Miller gets an inbound pass, fires the three-pointer, drops it in. 91-88. And that will be, I believe, 25 points in the game for Miller, I believe. And there will be a foul on Manny Reeves. That is his fourth, team's fifth. Yeah, team six as number 4 heads back to the line for 2 to make it 93-88. That three-pointer by Miller has put him down by 3, but it will be back to a 5-point game if we can knock this down. The crowd needs to make as much noise as possible, but of course, number 4 just recently knocked out 2 free throws. I'm sure he will knock down these 2 as well. His first one is good. And that will quiet the crowd just a little bit before he gets set to take off or take another free throw. 92-88, 14.2. Gets set for yet another one. That one will be good as well. And this time it will be a 4 timeout for the Dayton Wolves. 93-88, 14.2. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Live on AAU World Radio for the conclusion of the fourth quarter.
You showed up to see me lose, but I overcome, so you overcame. Basic, ain't nothing about. One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, come on. I just wanna feel this moment. Oh.
Next Sunday, you are invited to the hottest party of the month. The number 2 seeded Dayton Wolves take on the number 1 seeded Toronto Terror. Live in Canada. Be there and feel this moment.
This is the sound of a nation becoming. Messy and miraculous.
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be, I've got to be.
This is the story of America then, told by America now.
We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to know.
This is for all of us. Hamilton, an American musical on Broadway. Be there when it happens.
Click, boom.
I don't do yoga, never try Pilates. Not many people want me at their parties. Trying to find my place someplace. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why. And I drink a little more than recommended. This world ain't exactly what my heart expected.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth quarter. 93-88, 14 seconds left. Let's take a look at C. Miller, who looks pretty upset that the 6-game winning streak will come to an end tonight. 93-88, of course, Dayton Wolves trail by 5, as it will be Dayton Wolves basketball. Miller's gonna get the inbound pass yet again, fire another three-pointer. And that one no good. Rebounded by number 4, fouled by Manny Reeves. He fouls out with 8 points in the game. As number 4 continues to do his justice. Last 3 trips to the free throw line. Well, looking to make 3 trips to the free throw line. 6 points. As Mike Wells checks in for the fouled out Manny Reeves with 8 points. As the crowd is quiet now. 2 shots for number 4 yet again. 8 seconds left. As he looks to make it 7. A 7-point lead for the Dayton Wolves. Not a 7-point lead. I forgot they went to the free throw line yet again. 94-88. He knocks down his first one. Looking to knock down his second one, which I'm sure he will. As that one is good as well. No timeouts for the Dayton Wolves. Has to push this ball, which Miller will do. Step back. Miller's gonna hold it. 3 seconds left on the clock. Fires the 3-pointer. No good yet again, and that will do it. For the Dayton Wolves 6-game winning streak, Double Pump takes the victory in the jungle. 95-88. The final score. Just a horrible game for the Dayton Wolves. Rallied in the last 2 quarters of play, mainly the 4th quarter, but just couldn't get over that hump. As we will be right back live on AAU War Tour Radio for the post-game show. But before we go, our play of the game, so you guys know, will be Keyshawn Paul. 27 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. We'll break down some more stats when we return live on AAU War Tour Radio. But of course, the Dayton Wolves will lose it tonight to end their 6-game winning streak as they head to Toronto to take on Toronto Terra next week. But we'll get into more than that later on, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
FMG.